Welcome. My name is Lauren. I am happy that you guys were able to find time to join us tonight. I know this is a not so popular topic, so you are welcome to just quietly listen in. Mute your phones if you would please, and just kind of hang out. You're more than welcome to ask questions if you need to in the chat. Jason will be manning that chat, and I'm here as well towards the end. I'll address anything you guys might need to know. So yeah, I just wanted to create a space where everyone feels safe, supported, seen, heard. I'm probably going to say that a lot because it's a big deal for families with special needs relatives. There's so many hoops that you guys have to walk through and jump through every single day. We're here to just try to make this part a little bit easier. We try and help you through each step at your pace. Make sure you understand anything and everything without overwhelm. I just wanted to feel validating, wanted to feel gentle, and just practical for you guys. So let's get started. A little about me. I am Lauren. Like I said, my last name is Feehan. It's Irish, but I do also answer to Feehan. Don't tell my dad. I'm financial associate with Exterior Financial Group. A little bit of history. I started working specifically with special needs families about 8 years ago. I became an autism aide, a 101 in public school system nearby, and I did that for about 5 years. And then COVID hit and kind of knocked us all out of whack. So I wasn't, as a one-on-one, it was very difficult to do our job because we needed to be physically with the students and that wasn't possible. So I started exploring other options and came across ABA. I had never heard of it before. For those of you who are unfamiliar, it's applied behavior analysis. It's behavior therapy for autistic children. So I joined that as an RBT, a registered behavior technician. I did that for about 3.5 years, both in-home and at a center. I did absolutely love it, but I needed to make some personal changes in my life. So I fell into financial services. And once I found Experior, they've had my back since day one, since the moment I decided to continue supporting and advocating for special needs families. They said, you know what? No one's actually done that at Experior, so we're going to do everything we can to support you, to support them. So that's where we're at for me. My senior manager, Jason, is also here with us. Jason, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I'm Jason Murray, Scottish. Yeah, so you got the Scotch Irish tonight. I gotta go around, eh? No, anyway. So, guys, my name is Jason Murray. I've been in the financial services industry since 2007. I started with a captive company, was there for a long time, and about 16 years. So two and a half years ago, I was conflicted with not being able to do more for my clients and more for my agents as well. And so I made the tough decision and switched and became an insurance broker and soon to be an investment advisor. I'm about halfway through my Series 65 licensing as we speak and looking forward to that to be able to even further support our agency, our team, and our leadership. I do have a financial advisor on our team, so we can still facilitate that for our clients. I just won't be doing it. My financial advisor will be doing it. I also have a CFP upline. So, kind of like real estate, we operate in the financial services industry with a agency broker, and then all of the agents or broker agents. So I'm a broker agent right now, and I am real close. I'm going to be an agency broker here in the next 50 days. So very excited
Mhm.
about that. Very, very excited about that. But
Excited
guys, the
for you.
bottom line is this. Yeah. Bottom line is this, guys. Lauren found me on TikTok of all places, talking about our agency and our team and how we operate things. We don't sell products, we educate people, and if they like what they see, then we address the products and services we offer for our clients. Guys, keep in mind that this webinar is not to sell you anything, it is to give you information. If you like what you see, you can do a discovery call with myself and Lauren. Okay. And Lauren has brought much value to our agency, as she is the only person that is flagshipping this kind of service to all of you guys in the special needs and vulnerable adult community. And so it's really amazing. Her heart is so for you guys in this, wanting to get you guys the help and future proofing income and getting your legacy taken care of for your special needs family. And it's unbelievable. And if I say anything that's offensive, I'm sorry. I'm kind of new in this space, though I do have a special needs stepson. He's 23 years old this year. So so I kind of understand a little bit, very, very little bit, but Lauren knows a lot more. So guys, give it up for Lauren Feehan for coming on here and doing this and bringing this service to you guys. It is really incredible what she can do for you. Take it away, Lauren.
Thank you, Jason. Very kind words. I appreciate it. All right, let's get it rolling. So, special needs planning clearly is not just about the money. We want to talk about the dignity for your family, your children, your relatives, um, and the emotional safety. The emotion is such a big part of it in my eyes because if you don't trust who you're working with, not just about your money, but just about your future in general, if you don't trust that person, how can you trust them with anything in your life? Right? You go to certain doctors because you trust them. You go to certain schools because you trust them. Same thing goes with financial planning. I like to refer to it as like a toolkit, a toolbox, really. If you're trying to build a house, you can't just use one hammer. You need the entire toolbox. So we are here to make sure that you understand the tools that you need and how to acquire them in the easiest way possible. So, some of these myths that I'm sure we've either heard or felt ourselves. Um, if you would like to disclose, you are not obligated to, but you can either raise your digital hand, put it in a chat, or just simply say to yourself, yeah, yeah, I feel that. If you've ever felt any of these, if you ever said to any of these myths to yourself, it's okay. It's completely normal. It's completely typical for families. The first one, especially, I need to be wealthy to plan, is simply not true. Jason and I just recently, we have a client. Um, she's a little bit younger than me in her 30s. She is a full-time student in college. She isn't even really a part-time anything. She just picks up shifts. She picks up bartending shifts. She picks up DoorDash, Uber Eats, anything she has time for. She is a young mother. She is, a wife. She's got two young kids, and she wants to plan for not only them and their future, depending on whether they're going to go to trade school, college, whatever. And she's a sole caregiver of her disabled brother, as well as their parents. She is the captain of the entire ship. So for her to, she originally saw my content on Facebook and TikTok, and she reached out and she just said, "Look, I remember you from years ago, and here's my story. Is there any chance you can help us? And I said, let's sit down, let's figure it out. We found a plan for her. We all agreed $800,000 in coverage would be perfect for her entire family if, God forbid, anything were to happen, for less than $85 a month. So it's doable. It's doable. She didn't believe it either. She was like, I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. I mean, I have a lot of people to take care of. And we said, this is a thing. You sit down with us, we go over everything in depth as best as we can, and we figure out the options that work for you in your budget, right? To make sure that your family is protected in your budget, right? Planning means I'm giving up hope. Incorrect. And the planning is an act of love. It is not surrender. It's about creating options, especially for if you have a young special needs child. You're going to need future care for them. You're going to need long-term care for them. So you're creating these options now so that you don't have to panic later. So you're simply not giving up or surrendering. You're protecting them as early as possible, and that way you're sleeping a little bit better at night. I know it's hard for all of us to sleep, period, but you're sleeping just a tad better at night. You're building a future with safety and possibility for your relatives. Um, I have to wait until I have everything figured out. Simply not. Again, incorrect. You can sit here with me right now and just tell me your story. Did I ask you to go gather paperwork? Nope. Did I ask you to have the answers to every single one of those questions? Nope. We're just here to talk. We're just here to have a conversation. We're here to help you figure it out. How are you supposed to walk into a situation and just know everything? None of us can really do that, especially with something so foreign as financial planning, right? It's very difficult to do that. So, no, you don't have to have everything. You don't have to be prepared. I know usually you would have to be prepared for everything, comparing or considering if you have a special needs child and you got to prepare every single little thing just to go to the grocery store. I understand that. But for this part, for us, just show up and we got you from there. And the last one, government benefits will cover everything. The benefits can help, yes. But going back to my toolbox, it is just a tool. The government benefits can help, but they rarely cover full long-term care. Um, your kids need therapies, supplies, transportation, education. Government benefits most likely will not cover that by themselves. Housing, things like that, funeral expenses. The benefits are there. Yes, they will help, but they're not going to cover everything, unfortunately. So we're here to show you that you need to gather a few more tools in order to be able to cover that. So again, if you've ever felt this way before, you're not alone. And it's okay to feel that way. That's why we're here. We're just here to learn and see what our options are. So let's talk about your toolkit. Excuse me, your special needs trusts. First and foremost, you need an attorney for that, an estate planning attorney. I will go over this a little bit more in a few minutes, but you want to find a disability focused estate attorney. But that's something that you do have to go through an attorney for. I'm not an attorney, Jason's not an attorney, but we have connections specifically with a company called Trustee Friend, and they have payment plans. They can work with you in your budget. We can refer you to them. They're the experts. We're not, but we can guide you in that direction. Get ready to write this down. Able account. You simply just go to a website. It's ablenrc.org. ablenrc.org is the website. You'll hop on there, search your state, and find out what you need to do next. It is, from what I understand, a simple process, but if you do need help with any of that, please feel free to reach out. Life insurance. Jason and I can help with that if you so choose. Um, if not, that's okay too. All of these put together with the letter of intent are fantastic tools to keep in your toolbox for this entire process. The letter of intent is simply just a caregiver guide. It's a roadmap. Any kind of details that you can think about, especially for children, you just simply write it down. You can start writing it right now on your phone and say, Joey's favorite color is green. You just started yourself a letter of intent. Joey's favorite food today, dino nuggies. There you go. Mark it down. You start marking down these things. You mark down these therapists, doctors, teachers, schools, anything that you think someone else would benefit knowing about your relative. Um, I know it's hard to think about this for families, but if you happen to need to go away for like a weekend and someone else needed to take care of your child or relative, you would write down everything you could think of, right? So that you can make sure that they're taken care of as best as possible. And even this, you talk about, okay, fidgets, these fidgets are the perfect ones. These are his preferred items. However, don't go near the windows. Don't go near we're talking about the preferences and the triggers. Every little detail that you can think of can go in a letter of intent. And it's something that can just build and change over time. It's not something that you should expect to just write it once and be done with it. We all know, especially with children, things are going to change on a daily basis, and that's okay. That's okay. Don't feel overwhelmed that you're going to need to update it every day because it's not a thing. As long as you have the gist, is what I like to call it, you'll be good to go. So, life insurance itself can be a bridge, not a burden. I know a lot of people see life insurance as, something that you only need when it's time to go, but that's not the case. There's a lot of different um, policies that we can go over to figure out which best fits your family and your goals. It's a house, like I said. It's actually life insurance is the foundation of the house. So that's the best way to think about life insurance. We take the time. We actually do what Experior specifically does is called an expert financial analysis. That's where we sit down, gather as much information from you as possible regarding your story and your goals. And that's how we will determine what type of policies will work best for you and in your budget. So that's I think that's the greatest part about Experian is the expert financial analysis. It's such a helpful tool for anyone, not just special needs families, but literally anyone. It really helps us understand our clients, puts them first. So who's on your team? First and foremost, your financial associates, your financial planners, your attorneys, the benefits advocates, all of these people, if you were to sit down with them, you want to make sure that you're disability focused. You want to make sure they're special needs focused. You want to make sure that they actually understand where you're coming from and what you're doing and what you need in the future. Because not every one of them does. Not every estate planning attorney truly understands disability planning. So, excuse me. I have two questions for you guys to write down and to keep in mind to ask whenever you're, for lack of a better word, shopping around for your financial partners. The first one you want to ask, have you ever worked with families like mine? That's the first thing you want to ask an estate attorney, a financial planner, anyone you're talking about. It's so essential to ask, have you ever worked with families like mine? right? You don't go to just any doctor. You don't go to just any therapist, and not just any teacher. Not everyone truly understands where you're coming from, what you're going through, and what you're going to have to be able to do in the future and what you have to plan for. So it's very essential that you find people that understand where you're coming from, that understand your needs and goals. The second question is, can you walk me through this in plain language? Some people just blah, 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 big words, jargon, jargon, jargon. And they're not truly taking the time to just slow down and break it down easily so that anyone can understand. Right. So flat out ask them. Don't be afraid. We're advocating here. Right. Especially these families will be the first ones to tell you, you got to be upfront with any professional that's handling you, your child, your relative, your finances, anything. You got to sit down, look them in the eye and say, can you actually help me? Do you know what I'm going through? Right. So flat out ask them before you're wasting your time. But hear them out and then follow your gut, follow your heart. If you get a good vibe, move forward with them. If you don't, if you got that ick feeling, if you're just like, I don't think this is right, it's okay to walk away from them. Find a different one. If you need help, if you need a whole list, that's fine. Come reach out to Jason or I, and we'll gather some more resources, some more people to reach out. We can figure it out together. It's not a problem. But don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're stuck with that one person. Even if you say, well, he's the only disability planning estate attorney in my area. Okay, I understand. But then if you don't get that good feeling, we need to move on because you need someone that's fully in your corner, right? So, some next steps to think about. Obviously, we don't have to start this tomorrow or right now, but any and all of these can be done at your pace when you're ready. Like I said, that start of a letter of intent, excuse me, the start your letter of intent. Like I said, that could just be anything you want to write down, a preference, a routine, a teacher's name. That's that's a start. Give yourself a pat on the back. You just started your letter of intent, right? Start writing them down. Start putting them in your phone, whatever you got to do to. We can always organize it later if you need help with that too. I have some resources to help organize it, both digitally and not digitally. Not a problem. Look up ablenrc.org. You don't have to go forth through the with the Able account just yet. Um, but just explore the website, learn more about it. The easiest way to put it is that it's a savings account for your special needs dependent. It's basically a savings account. And I can go over that. I've posted some TikToks and reels about it, going down into more detail of what you can use it for, but explore the website. And if you have any questions with guidance or figuring that out, feel free to reach out. Um, if you are ready to have a conversation, you're more than welcome to schedule a consultation with Jason and I. We're always here when you're ready. I have the links if you need them. I will actually have a QR code at the end of this. You can also request an information guide. Those of you who did register through my Google form, you will actually be receiving that information guide. Most of you will be receiving a follow-up email after you registered, and that'll include the information guide, my booking link, and all my socials. So you can follow me on them for just more education, more tips. I try to post every single day something valuable that you can use in your journey. So you've already started just by being here with us, folks. Congratulations. You took a step. Wasn't so hard, right? You just had to work, you just had to deal with me blabbering around. This is my contact information, my email, my phone number. That QR code is my Google contact form. The way I set that up was just enter it. It's super easy. Your name, your phone number, your email, how you prefer to be um, contacted. Some people want to be texted, some people want to be called, some people just want to email. You can make that choice. And then I've made a list. Do you want to talk about special needs trust? Do you want to talk about able accounts? Do you want to talk about all of it? Do you want to talk about none of it and you just need a listening ear? All of those options are on there. Just click which option you feel comfortable with, and I'll keep that in mind and I'll reach out and we can set something up. Some of you may or may not know, I do have a promotion going on now. If you do choose to book, like I said, you're absolutely not obligated to book a consultation, but if you do want to, and you happen to do it before the 15th, we sit down, we learn more about your story. You will receive a mini little roadmap to your planning based off that one appointment, that one sit down, that one meeting. I'll learn more about your story and figure out what to do next. So I'll just put it visually in a guide and email it to you. So it's just something, some people just rather have it either saved in their phone for later or something to refer to at a later date, all of which is okay. And you'll also enter to win a $50 Visa gift card, which, dude, anyone could use one of those. It's just a thank you from me, honestly. It's a thank you for allowing me to take the time to support you and showing up and just taking that first step. It's a very difficult step, which I understand, but we're here for you regardless. And yeah, that's it. So, Jason, how's the
Lauren,
chat looking? Are we having any
uh,
questions we need to address?
yeah, so we did have one, but I think you already answered it, that you will be giving a guide. And what I told everyone in the chat, those who showed up tonight will get a link of this webinar recording, this
Correct.
replay,
Mhm.
and I will send that to you, Lauren, so you can ship that out to those who registered and showed
Perfect.
up.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Sounds good.
And Lee just showed up. What's up, girl?
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much. I got my times mixed up. I don't know why I thought 7:30.
Oh, it's okay. I thought you weren't even
Oh, it's
feeling good
all.
anyway.
No, I would
So
appreciate the replay.
That's
you
all right.
got it. You got it.
Yeah. If
Does
anyone
anybody
needs
have
my
any questions?
information, again, let me know, or I can put it in the chat, or I can reshare it. I still have it up. Um, but yeah. Oops.
Does anybody have any questions? Go ahead and ask. Anybody have anything you want to say? Was this helpful? We would like some feedback from you.
Mm-hmm.
Was this information helpful? Don't anybody go all at once.
It can be a lot. I
I'll, I'll
understand.
I'll tell you what was helpful for me was the able accounts, number one, and
Mhm.
and yeah, that was
Great,
mainly the
bro.
thing
Love to
that
hear
I was
that.
looking at.
So, Lauren, we can't get paid on the Able account though.
No,
It's
it's just
it's,
it's a
it's not
tool that
about
I
us.
insist. Yeah, it's not about me setting it up or anything. I'm just helping them walk through the whole process. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We help everybody through the process here, and
Yeah.
some anybody who wants a free. Um, and by the way, the consultation's free, guys. The expert financial
Yeah.
analysis is free. It's no money
Correct.
out of pocket. Basically, what it does is it tells you where you are, where
Correct.
you want to go financially, and how to take care of your family, and it gives you that peace of mind as well that you could be on the right
Mhm.
track. So, yeah.
And Jason and I spoke. I think we're going to start doing this on a monthly basis, to try and reach more families. Those who maybe weren't able to join us today or not quite ready, that's totally fine. We might start doing this on a monthly basis to just, make sure that the education is put out there. That's really all that
And
we're here for.
we were talking about the first Wednesday of every month, and then what we can do is any topics you guys want us to cover, like maybe the toolkits, and you want us to cover each individually. We will do that for you
Absolutely.
guys to make sure that you guys have the tools that you need put in place to be able to do what you need to do to secure your family's future.
Right. Right. Yeah, I already have some ideas floating around in my brain because it's nonstop. Remember I said I was neurospicy? My brain's nonstop. Uh,
So,
so
a
And
quick question.
yes,
Can the able accounts, can the beneficiary be a trust?
an able
I
account is
believe
basically like
so.
a savings account. So it can be set up in either your name or your dependent's name.
Mhm.
But that money can be put in the trust, that's fine. But it's mainly used, typically used for therapies, any kind of necessities. I think some people have put some money towards like one of those cubby beds, any type of assistive technology, things like that.
Okay. And anybody can contribute to them, correct?
Hmm.
Yeah. So like you would just give the account number. So like if you had a birthday party, give to my son to this account or, my
Hmm.
loved one. What's the age cap? Like, so can an elderly person have an able account?
That I'm not entirely sure. I might have to look that up.
Okay.
Um, because I haven't seen anything about ages. That's a good question. But I'll check that out and get back to you on that for sure. But
Okay.
I know that if your child or dependent of any kind is getting any sort of monetary gifts,
Mhm.
immediately, as soon as possible, get it out of their accounts and send it to Enable, because that will count as an asset towards their benefits, and that could screw up the benefits. So you don't want to mess with those at all whatsoever, because the government
Correct.
benefits are so touchy that yeah, any type of gifts from grandparents, any, it could be an inheritance, any of that stuff, you want to get it out of their accounts as soon as possible, and either into, if you already have a trust open and set up, or an able account, get that money into one of those so it doesn't affect the benefits.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you guys. I look forward to actually seeing you next time. Do
Yeah,
the
and we're gonna
Yeah,
record this too, so we can always send it to you, but we'll be back now. Yeah.
Yes, I would like the recording and we'll keep in touch. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good
Alrighty.
night.
Thank you.
thank you, Lee. Brooke, Jabbar, you guys have any questions? Any other questions? And guys, you can unmute yourselves and ask. I like engagement.
All right, well, if everybody's good, everyone's comfortable, if you think of anything, we're here for you. Let us know. We got our contact information. Like I said, you'll have my email from the registration, so feel free to let us know if you have any questions or concerns, or even Tara feedback. I'll take it. I'll see you soon, Tara, if you have any feedback. I'm a little rusty from my teaching days, so but we'll catch up with you at a later date.
Absolutely.
But thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you all have a wonderful night and be safe. And if I don't see you or talk to you, happy Thanksgiving. Have a good holiday.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you.